guys, we are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So Cardi B and Stefan Diddy were in DC for his youth training camp, and then somebody on his team posted a whole video of it. A lot of fans were saying, well, this is giving PR. But not only that, she do look a little bit pudgy or pregnant in the video. A lot of fans are speculating. Like, you see that her stomach is sticking out a little bit more. Now, hypothetically, Cardi B may not have lost all the baby weight that she had from last year. She had a baby last year, but usually she go under the knife. And it seems as though she was a little bit more snatched last year than she is this year. Now, I do remember her saying on Spaces how she's eating more and because she's so happy. But I'm like, I don't know if I believe that. I definitely feel like there could be a possibility of her getting knocked up again. I can see her having a baby with Stefan Diddy. People would say, why? Because Cardi B is very male-centered and she doesn't obviously use protection all the time, okay? And with that being said, I feel like anybody that she's in a relationship with, they could get her knocked up. Now, moving on to Big Doja, not the little one. Big Doja, Tems, and J Balvin will be performers at the first ever FIFA World Cup final halftime show. She beat out Champagne Thickums, who was in talks of doing the show, but unfortunately we already know that he is not a great performer. But Doja Cat, I believe she will be the first female rapper to perform at the first FIFA World Cup final halftime show. So congratulations to Big Doja. And she's also allegedly releasing a single this Friday, and she will be announcing that allegedly later on this week. I'm here for it because I know she's gonna put on a phenomenal show. I mean, let's be honest, she performed at Coachella and she killed that shit, okay? Now, moving back on to Cardi B. Cardi B was on Spaces and she exposed that basically she won't be releasing any music anytime soon, and that she's definitely not putting out the Outside record that has been going viral on TikTok.
I don't know if I really want to put that song out, to be honest with you. And it's not because, like, oh, I'm doubting myself, I'm this, and that. I'm really, really grateful for all the love that I think. But it was like, it was never a plan. I don't really think I want to put out a single, to be honest with you. I just want to put out my album all at the same time. So that's just that on that. Like, I just really want to put my album all at the same time. I'm shooting a music video in a couple of weeks. So, and if I'm going to shoot my first music video, it's not going to be for Outside, to be honest with you. I want to shoot a music video for another song that I really, 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 really love. So, I don't know. I know y'all like, oh my God, you're going to miss on this moment. You're going to miss on this moment. It's not a miss. It's not a miss. It's not going to be a miss because I got shit going on right now. I'm having a meeting with Patient, Marsha, Zach, which is like the president or whatever, the vice president of Atlantic. Because I have to fucking put all of this shit out already. God damn.
So basically, she ain't got a budget for Outside. She don't got the payroll or music video budget, so that's why she ain't releasing it. That's basically what I got from that. Now, Cardi B was also honored at the ASCAPS Award for her writing ability. This is what she had to say.
The idea that if you don't write every line on your own, that it makes what you have to say not real. Music is a collaboration. It has always been. The biggest hits, the greatest records come from teamwork. They come from sharing experiences, energy, pain, and joy. It's not about ego, it's about impact. I write, I co-write, I rewrite. I speak to what's true to me. My pen, my mind, my feelings are in every verse and in every hook. And I respect every writer who brings their magic to the table. This award is not just for me, it's for the culture, for every writer who helped shape it and make us feel something. Let's keep pushing our pens and the power that comes with it.
What did Onika Tanya Mirage say? Is you pushing your pen or is you pushing your luck? Okay? Now, here's the thing with Cardi B. The only thing she pushing out is babies out of that raggedy ass coochie she got. Let's be very clear. She is not pushing her pen. I think this was a celebration for her ghostwriters. That's basically what she was doing. She was giving props to her ghostwriters. Talking about, oh, she hates how if you have collaborations when it comes to writing, that people try to invalidate what she's saying in her music. But girl, it's not a collaboration effort if you got the same ghostwriter on every song. Okay, Google Partisan Fontaine. He's in every Cardi B record, practically. Okay, he might not be on 5, but he's on every other one of them. And I feel as though when you are a rapper, it's important that you write your stuff. When you're a singer, you don't have to. Or if you just writing hooks for, a rapper, that's fine. But if you're not really spitting on a record, what you got to say is invalid, okay? Because it's not your story. But anyway, the only story she got is off the cheating on her anyway. She don't really got much of a story. Now, moving on to Megan, it looks like fans believe that Megan blackballed Gorilla Glue and called up Devil Nation to stop Gorilla Glue's bag. Now, if you guys did not know, Gorilla Glue released a song called Typa. I think it samples Keisha Cole. The song is completely trash. And with that being said, it failed to debut on Paolify Global or Paolify US. And it also didn't appear in the top 200 Apple Music US chart or iTunes US chart within 24 hours. Now, allegedly now is, I think, at top 50 on Apple Music. But I guess it's not doing well on iTunes. A lot of fans attribute this reason why she's flopping because they feel as though, she came after Megan Thee Stallion and she's suffering from a Megan voodoo now. They're saying that Megan put voodoo on Gorilla Glue or she's stopping her bag, blackballed her due to Megan's connections in the industry. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I personally don't think that's the case. I think that the song is trash. Gorilla Glue samples too damn much. Okay, no shade. And then on top of that, I feel as though Gorilla Glue is kind of like a hit or miss. It's like she can make a hit, but then there's times where, the music is garbage. Remember she put out some song called Cha-Cha or the Cha-Cha Slide, sampling another record, another classic record, and shit was garbage. I mean, Gorilla Glue does have a few misses. Let's be very clear. I don't think it has anything to do with Megan Thee Stallion because Megan is flopping too. Let's be very clear. Whenever flopped on the charts, bubbling under. So I don't know why Megan fans feel like Megan is just like the best female rapper and she's topping the charts. That's not the case. Okay? Only time she's topping the charts is when she's dissing Nicki Minaj. Okay? Only time she's on top is if she's writing D. But she's not on top of female rap. Now, moving on from that, Amerie is getting clowned on social media because she did I think it was a performance for Tiny Desk. I watched a little bit of it. It was interesting. But, I never really took Amerie as in my opinion, I've never taken her as a performer. Okay. Especially now. Not one of my favorite performers. I think Aaliyah, Beyonce is up there with Janet, but I never said Amerie would be a great performer. But that's neither here nor there. Fans are clowning her because if you guys did not know, there has been rumors and, speculation that Beyonce basically ruined Amerie's career. That tea is on my podcast channel. I already talked about that several months ago. But with that being said, a lot of fans are clowning Amerie, saying that basically, she's not a really good performer or singer. So Beyonce didn't do nothing to her. Now, here's the thing. I don't think Beyonce stole her career. Okay? A lot of fans are, trying to say that Beyonce stole her career. That's not the truth. Okay? Beyonce ruined her career, but she didn't steal it. Let's be very clear. She ruined it. She made a few phone calls to end it, but she didn't steal her career. There was nothing to steal. She stole her producer. I think people are forgetting that. Like, it wasn't her career. It was a producer that, she had worked with Amerie. You know, she might have stole her sound for the B-Day album, but, you know, she didn't steal her career. And here's the thing with Amerie. I think Amerie, she's still talented, but performing may not be her thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, performing may not be her thing. She's still a talented artist, but, you know, she just may not have that performing, you know, thing for her, that performing spark. You know, you gotta have like a certain spark when it comes to performing. Like Beyonce, phenomenal live. I saw her live. She's phenomenal. I got that tea on Patreon. And then, you know, there's Janet that can perform live. You know, there's, you know, who else that can perform live in today's generation? There's not many. Tiana Taylor, I think she's a good performer, but there's not many. Now, moving on to Doodle Garbage and Halle Bailey. So, unfortunately, a lot of the Halle Bailey fans are not happy with Doodle Garbage because he was at a party with India Thotty Love, okay, who is an Instagram IG thot. And with that being said, a lot of fans feel like he should not be partying because he is in a custody battle. He doesn't have custody of Halo. Halo is in Italy, and they have a court date in the next few weeks in regards to how, you know, the custody is going to be moving forward, and also these restraining orders that they got on each other. Now, with that being said, I don't understand why people are shocked. One, Doodle Garbage is a streamer, YouTuber, okay? You know he's not making money off of his music. That's why he streams every day. And the thing is, streamers be on for hours. It's not like you make a 10, 20-minute little video and you upload it. They be on stream for hours, okay? Because he knows he needs a coin. Now, another thing is this is another manipulation tactic that he's using. I don't know why people don't see right through it. If he don't stream and if he lay low and he's not out and about, then it makes him look guilty. He knows that. So he has to mix and mingle with people and put on this good boy act that is fake, because at the end of the day, it makes him look like he's a charming person, that he's a nice person. And that's why you see a lot of these women speaking out on his character. It's a strategic move. If he stays quiet like Halle, he looks guilty. Okay? Halle has to remain quiet because if she talk too much, you know, she's in Hollywood. You know, she's not a streamer or YouTuber. She can't really you know, expose Doodle Garbage on social media. She has to go through the courts. She's in Hollywood. She got to be more professional. Streamers don't have to be professional. And then also, I think he's doing it as a distraction. Women are distractions. I think he wants to be around a lot of women, especially good-looking women, because then he probably don't have to think about the fact that he won't be seeing Halo next week for Father's Day. Let's be very clear. He won't be seeing Halo. Only thing he'll be seeing Halo on is in Google Pictures. Google Pictures or pictures he got on his phone. He won't be seeing Halo in person. So this is a good distraction. So I don't think that, you know, this is really going to make or break him in court. You know, so I don't think it's really a problem. But I think it's definitely a manipulation tactic to make sure he looks like he's innocent to, you know, his peers. Justin, please come to the front of the congregation. You might as well just file for divorce, okay? He is posting on Instagram shading his wife, Haley, yet again. I'm like, every day, every other day, he's shading this girl. So he posted a picture, not looking happy, playing Carl Thomas, I Wish. And in that song, the lyrics kind of describe somebody wishing that they was with, you know, an ex or a past lover. Now, the lyrics are, maybe in another life, things could be the way we both desire. It's a catch-22. Either way it went, someone had to lose. And I wish I never met her at all. Even though I love her so, she got love for me, but she still belongs to someone else. And I wish I never met her at all. So we obviously know he's talking about Selena. It's evident, okay? Now, here's my thing with Justin. you can get a divorce. You're not attached to Hailey for the rest of your life, even though y'all have a child. But because you basically broke and she got the coinage from that new deal that she did, and, you know, she helped you get out of debt, you know, that tea is on Patreon, the behind the scenes tea on that. You feel like you got to stick with her, okay? But you don't. You can get a divorce and call up Selena. Then Justin also posted, tired of transactional relationships. If I have to do something to be loved, that's not love. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I think love being transactional is not really a bad thing. I mean, I feel as though you can't do nothing and expect people to be in love with you. That's not how it works. Only children deserve unconditional love. I think romantic partners don't necessarily deserve unconditional love, okay? Because that just means that that person can get away with anything and you're going to still be around. That's not how it works. Then he says on Instagram, we want to make our life about work so bad, but this life is about capital G-O-D, loving us so we can love each other. Quit making your life about work. Shaking my head. Capital G-O-D will always inspire you to want to work hard. You think if you don't tell people to work hard that they don't, stop playing. Capital G-O-D, please. Then he continued and said, conditioning will make you feel like you didn't know what the F you knew, okay? Now, here's the thing with Justin. He just comes off lazy, okay? You don't work hard. You don't work at all. Okay, let's be very clear. That's why you canceled your last tour. Like, you don't work at all. So I don't understand how you can give advice to anybody when you were in debt. You was piss broke last week or the week before until Hailey did that deal. And now you talking about, oh, we not supposed to work hard. Yep, see how being lazy got you in the place of being broke, okay? And then you had to pay back millions. We don't want to be like you, okay? I don't think you should be giving anybody work ethic or financial advice. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be giving nobody advice on anything. So you just shut up, be quiet, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to give you 100,000 lashings. But I just feel like you need to let the Selena thing go. If you're not going to call her up and get fully back with her and divorce Hailey. If you're not doing that, shut up. But Selena also has been shading Justin. She posted a video saying this.
The only X I want is extra money. No extra stress, no extra worry.
Okay, so she posted a video of, I think it's a song saying the only X I want is extra money. Period. And this is why I like Selena. Okay? Now, do I think she is telling the truth? No, I think she would definitely get back with Bieber. But I don't think it would be healthy for her. So I think she's making the right decision. Plus, she's a billionaire and Justin's broke. Okay? Once Hailey takes everything, you know, he's not going to have 2 pennies to rub together after the divorce gets finalized. So I wouldn't want to be with Justin at all. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.